Hello everyone, it is the Yellow Spider, and today I am going to be teaching you how to use Ganondorf. Now, the main thing you want to keep track of is the fact that Ganondorf is a heavy character. Characters that love to do combos will be piling up that damage on you. However, you can make up for that by being able to kill the opponent extremely quickly, doing tons of damage to them and having a lot more range than most other characters. One thing people tend to underestimate about Ganon is that his normals are actually extremely good. People tend to focus only on the special attacks, but that is simply not true. His normals are amazing. However, he does not have much in the way of combos, but at the same time, nor does he need them. His standing jab, while simple, does deal a good amount of damage on its own and is relatively safe. However, it's really only, you would really only use it if you're trying to keep the opponent off you for a bit. His side tilt is also a good move to use when trying to get the opponent off the stage. Using this, you would also try to meteor them like so. Just without the me dying right afterwards. Another thing you may also want to use is the low kick at higher percentages, as it will keep the opponent in the air, allowing you to juggle them a bit with your aerial attacks. Also, that dash attack you saw me do, I chained up with an up aerial. That is the main use of the dash attack, putting on pressure to the opponent and being able to chain up with this up aerial. Ganon's up tilt is, honestly, it doesn't do as much damage as it should. However, it's like an instant shield breaker and has a ton of launch. It is a very good kill move, except for the fact you're probably not going to hit your opponent with it. I would not recommend it unless you're styling on the opponent, or, in this case, they're just blocking way too much. You can get them by surprise. Another thing you want to keep track of Ganon is most of his grabs aren't that useful, except for his down throw, which you can chain up with a neutral air, which is this thing right over here, as you can see. Does a good amount of damage, very hard to punish, has a lot of range, allows you to follow up a bunch of things the opponent decides to stay on the ground. This move is amazing, as you can just go for this over and over, and your opponent's going to be frustrated as you have all this range, you're dealing damage to them, and then all of a sudden they're near the ground, and now they're just flat out dead. Another thing you want to keep track with Ganondorf is both of his side aerials are good options, however the back aerial is much quicker. However, his forward aerial has a tiny bit more wider range, but his back aerial will be more reliable when getting a kill. Along with his up aerial, which is like his go-to edge guarding move. His up aerial is like, it is amazing. It has a wide range, it has a lot of range, and it's able to kill off screen and even off stage and even on the stage. When we talk about Ganon specials, I don't mean to diss on them too much, because they are still really good. One thing to note with them is that you cannot use them again in the air afterwards until you land on the ground. His side special will immediately put the opponent straight on the ground. This allows them to be panicked, and you follow up with anything while they're on the ground. On the ground, you could go for a low kick, and then start going ham on them with some neutral airs and possibly even a forward air. You can also use this move in the air, however, it will bring you and your opponent straight down. If you happen to suicide kill with this, whoever has more damage will be the first to die. So keep track of that. However, I would not recommend that, as, well, like I said, if you miss, it's like instant death for you. You'd be better off trying to edge guard them with a normal than the side special. The down special is a full-on dashing kick that will go straight towards the opponent. If the opponent blocks this, there is a good chance they will be able to counterattack. However, the benefits of this move is that it has a lot of launch and is even able to kill. And if you use it in the air, it will spike straight down. A good thing to do to mix up your opponent is go for the side special and then do a short hop into down special. So if they try to attack while getting up, they'll just immediately be thrashed by the down special you do straight afterwards. Up special is Ganon's recovery. You grab on the opponent, and something to note is when you hit the opponent with the up special, you are able to do something straight after, which is very good for trying to recover. However, if you, of course, miss, then you'll just be full-on falling while the opponent gets a free chance to hit you back. The side special and up special are grab moves, which means that blocking will do nothing against them. Always a good property to have. If you do happen to miss with the up special a bit, it will do a tiny hit and just knock them over a bit. It's not a grab, but it just swats them. Now we will go on to Ganon's smash attacks. His smash attack for forward does this full-on sword swing, which has a lot of range and a lot of knockback. This is the most rewarding and most effective of Ganon's smash attacks. However, it is also the hardest to hit with, which is why I advise not to use it in most cases, as, well, all of other Ganon smash attacks are already really good and have a wider range, and they're already most likely going to kill. The forward smash is what you mainly use when you know you're going to hit the opponent. Up smash is this full sword swing that goes in both directions above you. It's a good anti-air, of course, if you actually hit the opponent. However, just like his forward smash, it is very easy to punish if you miss, so be careful of that. But just like these, it will send the opponent straight up in the air. His down smash releases a sword swing in front and then goes back down. Most of you may recognize this if you ever played Cloud. The actual launch is what happens behind him, not in front. It's good to use when you know opponent's trying to cross you up or they're trying to dodge behind you. Also, it will just get them near to the ground when you do it. For example, Samus is... Okay, never mind. Samus died too early, but... If Samus was trying to get back up from down here after being down smashed, Samus would have to try and get up here without getting meteored by me, which is where I would immediately have the advantage, because Ganon's meteor is bonkers. Ganon is a good pressure character. Even though he's a heavy character, which means damage will be coming on him easier, it will be hard to finish him off. All of his moves have a ton of range, they do a ton of damage, they have a ton of launch, and he is a terrifying person to be fighting. His normal moves are hard to deal with. His special attacks have so much utility in them that makes it easier to deliver more pressure on the opponent. He has changed a lot from his past games. Now, we are gonna go on to some footage of me fighting computers because I want an excuse to play this extremely fun character.